Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Now I think I've decided I need to rename my channel to the Messy Desk Express, because which I do need to, like, I need to get all this cleaned up. But this is where I actually like pulled part of it off with acetone. Yeah, it's one of them, it is. All right, so um, you guys, if you've been around any length of time, you know that I used to make the envelope ephemera storage journal things. And that's kind of what I'm going to do today, but I'm going to take it a little bit different step. I'm actually going to make it a little bit larger. I'm going to put some extra envelopes in it, more than what I used to. So let's just go ahead and get started right on in with it. So I am starting off with a piece of chipboard. This is, I think, medium weight chipboard. And I have already cut my chipboard down. And I can just go ahead and write on here. So this is 5x7, 5x7. And then this is going to be my spine, and it is 3x7. Okay, so that's what I'm starting off with on my chipboard. Then I do have a piece of an envelope, a Tyvek envelope that was sent to me that I'm going to use in the spine, and I have it cut at 3.5 inches. And then the outside covers for my the front and the back, these are done at 9 inches by 6 inches. So 9 by 6, and you need 2 of those. So that's what those are, and I'll give you the other measurements as we go along. So first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and get this onto my my Tyvek, and I'm wondering, I think I may need some more of my tape here. This is some of the score tape. It's not the actual score tape, but it's the similar type thing, and I got this from Temu. And so I'm just going to set that out over there because we will need that. I'm trying to find the edge here. So I hope everybody is doing good. It is still actually Monday, but I am trying to do, I have a few minutes, well, I don't really have a few minutes, but I'm making some time. I'm going to try and record several videos for you guys for this upcoming week. I've found that for me, it tends to be better if I can just go ahead and get several videos out at one time. Just go ahead and stop, take a couple of hours and go ahead and stop what I'm doing and just record the videos, because that seems to be what works best for me right now. That may change in the future, who knows? But right now, that's what seems to be the best for me. So I'm just pulling the backing. Well, no, I'm not. I'm pulling the whole score tape up. Great goodness, Betty Renfro, get it together, girlfriend. Lord, guys. Y'all have that same problem? And I'm even using my little pokey tool, but it was still wanting to like pull the whole piece of tape up. Man. You gotta, it is what it is. Oh well. At least we got it going now. All right, so there's that. So let me just set this in the trash. All right, and I am going to be using my Fabri-Tac as well. Um, Whenever I do these, I really like to use the tape and my Fabri-Tac. And you know, I got to put it on my desk like I just did, because it would not be one of my videos if I didn't. Lord help me. Did y'all see that? I just completely like missed the whole thing there and just put it right on my desk. All right, so I'm just going to try and line this up as best as I can, but guys, we know how I am. So it's probably not lined up that great, but it's okay. It will work just fine. All right, and I'm just going to do that out. All right, so on our spine here, we want to leave just a little bit of space, and I just about didn't get enough of the whatever that is, Tyvek, but it'll be okay because that's not really what's going to be holding our covers on. The Tyvek is just giving us a little bit of reinforcement for when we start punching the holes in the spine. And it's honestly, I don't think it's necessary, but I feel a little bit better when I have the Tyvek in there. So I went ahead and put a little piece of score tape down on the side there, because again, I am going to use my glue and my score tape, and I'm just going to put some glue right down there like that. All right, and here's where the fun part comes. I am going to attempt to line this up, and you want to make sure that you leave a little bit of a gap, because when you close it, you want that little bit of a gap to be there. And I actually think I done pretty decent on that one. Miracles never cease, guys. Let's see if we can do the same thing on this side. That will be the wonder of wonders. If we can do it twice in a row. And I'm using the glue on this so that it'll give me a little bit of wiggle room. All right, so let's see. I think that's got it, guys. Did I really do that? It looks like I did. Wowee. It looks like I pretty much got it lined up. I'm a little bit proud of myself. All right, so now we need to put our, and I have this, yeah, it'll come all the way over, so that's good. So let's just do that. Let's put some, you could just glue it, but I'm just going to go ahead and put just a couple strips of the tape down. I don't really need the tape on this part, but we'll just go ahead and do it since I've already got it out. And do I want some down that? No, we won't worry about putting tape right there because it's not enough to really catch it. All right, so let's pull this up. And this will probably end up being maybe 2 videos. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. So we're just going to work and get it done. So I'm just putting some glue there. And I put some down in that spine area. And I know I don't have enough glue, but what I'm doing is I'm pushing the glue from the bottom. And so it will get some glue up there to the top. See there? That's one good thing when you're like me and you use so much glue. Yep. All right, so we've done that. And now I just need to put some glue on this part here. And then we'll do the same thing. We'll just pull this down. and then just work our glue down into there. And it actually went ahead and glued all of that, so we're good. All right, so that part is done. We're going to let that dry for just a moment. All right, so when I go to put my covers on, what I will do, I am going to want to have it to where I have about an inch all the way around, but I'm going to be putting something on that back cover on the back spine, so it doesn't have to go all the way over. So let's just go ahead and put some score tape on our covers, because this will help whenever we are covering them. We will do the same thing. We will use the glue and the score tape, and because most likely this journal will end up in my Etsy store for sale, and so especially anytime I'm selling something, I want to make sure that I've done it the best way that I possibly can to ensure that it lasts the purchaser, or the receiver basically. I want to make sure that it lasts them for a long time. And so I just want to make sure that my cover is done very good. And I just feel better. It just makes me feel a little bit more secure. And guys, if you can hear my son and his truck, I don't know, he's putting something new on it. And so, you know how teenage boys are with vehicles. They got to rev the engine up. So if y'all can hear that, I apologize, but it is what it is. Not much I can do. Okay. So now I need to figure out which one of these I want to be the front. So they're pretty much the same. But I think we're going to go with this one for the front. So let me go ahead and attempt to get the backing off of my score tape. Yeah, so I told you guys in yesterday's video, I've just been so tired lately. So I need to start taking my iron is what I need to do, because here a while back they wanted to do a blood transfusion because my iron was so low, and I was like, no, I'm good. And I know that my iron is even lower than that test was. So I think I go next week for them to do some more blood work. And I'm kind of dreading seeing what my iron levels are. But I'm afraid they may push the issue with the blood transfusion. But I don't know. As tired as I've been, they may not have to push that issue too much. All right. So let's just kind of line this up. And again, I'm just wanting to make sure I've got about an inch all the way around. That looks pretty good. And so I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to kind of spread everything out. And that's looking good. Yep. All right. So now let's do this side. Now I got to remember to make sure I get the paper going in the correct direction, because guys, y'all know I'll be done put it upside down. Y'all ain't careful. If y'all see me putting it upside down, just somebody holler at me. Y'all know I'm liable to do it. So I'm just chunking that down in my little trash bag. I got a trash bag right here at my desk. And let's see. There we go. Now let's try this side. Let's hope I can get this side done. I can see a piece of paper right there, and it's going to irritate me, because I want to make sure, because even though it was that little, it could make it, you could, sometimes you can feel the lumps and the covers like that, and I don't want that. I want it to be nice. All right, so it's going to go this way. And I'm just kind of feeling with my hand underneath to make sure I've got it about an inch on the side. Oh, yay. Okay. I'm on a roll, guys. What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? Y'all see that? All right. So now what I want to do is on the corners, I want to just kind of do them like this, just a little bit, just to take a small piece off, because I want to make sure I don't have a lot of bulk there. And then the one thing I like to do, and Miss Edith over at Scrapbooking with Me is the one that taught me to do this, is those little corners that I just cut off, I'm just going to glue them down like this. And that way, if any of the inside does show, if there's any kind of little gap, it will be the papers that are showing and not that chipboard. And it's not something you have to do. It's just one of them things. It just makes me feel a little better. And half the time, I don't even put them straight because I'm not really worried. It's mainly just that color and all. So if they're straight, fine. If they're not straight, I don't stress. Okay. And so now let's put this one down. All right, there we go. Now what I want to do is I'm just going to take my bone folder right here, and I'm just going to go against that the edge of that chipboard, and I'm just going to run my bone folder down that edge, because what I'm wanting to do is kind of break down the fibers in that paper so that I can go ahead and fold it. And that's all I'm doing. And then we'll fold it and, you know, all the good stuff. But this is how you also, you know, if you're making a journal from scratch, this is how you would do your journal too. So it doesn't have to be just an envelope journal that you do like this. This is how you would do it for any kind of journal that you're doing. This is all basically the same, but I am just going to put envelopes in instead of regular signatures. That's the biggest difference. All right, so we've done that. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to grab my tape, and I'm going to put a strip here on the bottom of the thing, and then I'm going to put a strip right here on this little top piece, and I'm going to do that on all the different sides, because when I fold this over, this is going to catch like right in here somewhere, and then this will catch over there. So it's just a little bit of added security to make sure that it gets where it needs to go and stays there. So that's all I'm doing right here. And then once we get this, we will put the spine part on. And I like to do the spine part differently a lot of times because I like it to have that like a contrast or something. I do like to see that. And to me, it just seems to give it like a little bit of a cleaner look. You know, again, it's a personal preference. You could do the whole thing in, you know, one color. So just on that, it's pretty much whatever you want to do. I almost done this one in fabric, but I figured I will do the fabric one later. All right, so I'm just going to pull this score tape backing off here. And then I will normally go ahead and pull it off of this one as well, just to make sure that whenever I fold it, that it doesn't catch into this little piece of score tape right here. And guys, I can't even get the backing off. Jeez Louise. All right, and then I need to pull this piece off here. And I'm going to put my glue down, and I'm going to make sure I get some right here at the edge of the spine, and then right in here. Then I'm going to just fold it over really good. There we go. All right, and so now when I'm doing this, because I've done the bottom first, I'm not going to do this side. I'm going to go over to my top, because if you do the top or bottom first, you want to do either the top or bottom next. It just looks better that way. You know, if you want to do the side, you would do it first and then do the top and bottom. But I normally do my top and bottom and then my side. That's just how I've always done it. Where is my lid? Put the lid on it for a minute, because y'all know my glue don't really like me half the time. And it will dry out and clog up. All right, so we've got that. Now I just need to pull this one off and then do the exact same thing. There we go. And see, I didn't even need those corner pieces, but I was afraid, just sure as I don't do it, I'll need them. So that's why I always do them. Always, because I'm the world's worst, and I know, and I'm very serious. Just sure as I don't put them things down, then you'll see the chipboard. And then I'm going to pull this little piece off right here. All right, so now let's put our glue down. Just like that. This is going to be so cute. So, so, so cute. And I love these style journals because they are so good to hold ephemera. And then they're also really good like for memory keeping, because you can just put so much in the pockets. I love these little styles of journals. I have several of them myself that I actually use. Y'all know I'm my own best customer when it comes to this kind of stuff, because I just love this kind of stuff. I love all things paper, I guess. I really do. All right, last one right here. All right, and let's just squeegee it down. Now let me throw all this mess away. Be nice if we could figure out what we could craft with all these little strips off of the score tape. Jeez. Man, we have some. All right, and so now this is going to be my back. And so I have it cut, oh, what did I cut it at? I think it is cut at 4 inches by 10 inches maybe. And I just saw that that's got words, so I need to make sure that I have that going the right way. All right, and I am going to put some score tape down right through here as well. So I want to make sure it don't go anywhere. All right, so now let's pull the backing off of the score tape, maybe. And it's being white on white. I can hardly see where I've got the tape. I can feel it. That's the, I think I was pulling the tape up. I should have burnished it down real good, but that would make too much sense. So y'all know I couldn't do it. All right, so I'm going to put some glue on this white part, and I'm not going to put any on the paper yet because I think it will squeegee out enough. And I just put it on my desk as well. You know, that's part of it. You have to put some on the desk too. All right, so now let's try to get this lined up. And if you're using paper that's got lines, you want to make sure that you get it all lined up. And that looks about right. I hope I am. It looks like I got more on the back area, but I think it will be okay. So let's just squeegee that on down and hope and pray that I done all right. And then again, we're gonna just kind of, I didn't do the, so let's just see how that's going to look. I think that'll be enough going over it. Yep. But I do need to glue that down, I can see. So do I want to put tape on it? Let's put a little strip of tape right there. I think it's big enough that we could do tape right there. So let's do that, and let's pull that up. Maybe. All right, and then let's put our glue. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to open it out like that, and then get it good. All right, and then looks like we're going to need to do the same thing on this back piece, which I should have known that I wasn't going to, but it's okay. I don't mind. Now let's put our glue down here. And then we need to just open that out. Now that should be pretty good and secure. And I can see, this will be glued down, but I'm going to put a little bit of glue right there just to make sure that it stays down. All right, so on this, I'm just simply going to bring that up. Let's go ahead and do the tape on it too. And I'm not gonna, yeah, let's just go ahead and put a little bit there as well. May as well. If we're gonna do it, let's go ahead and do it right. There's that. And then we'll do the same thing right here. Just a little bit of tape. I'm just making sure that I stay inside the edge of the paper. All right. I think we got it. So now we can pull the backing off, maybe. There we go. Pull the backing off here, maybe. Pulling the tape up. All right, so now we're going to put some glue down, and I'm making sure that I get it real good right there at that edge. So today we will probably do just the cover. And then tomorrow we will come back and work on the envelopes. That sort of thing, getting it together. You know, and these are they're not hard to do. They do take a little bit of time to do them, but that's really it. They're not hard at all. I actually enjoy making these very much. These are some of my favorite journals to make. All right. I think it's probably because I love being able to tuck the stuff in it. And I always end up like putting all sorts of flips and folds and all kinds of crazy stuff in it. All right, so now what I've done here is I have cut an inside piece, and I have cut this inside piece at, it's 4 inches wide by 6 3/4 inches long. And so that's what's going to go right there in the center. And we can put some score tape down. That one is out. So let's go to this one. And we will put a little bit of score tape down on this. Ah, I'm sticking it to my fingers. And then I'm peeling it off the back. Lord help me. I am making a mess, guys. Ooh, that's some sticky score tape. This is the one from Temu, and it is some more kind of sticky, which I like it for sure. But it is sticky, sticky, sticky. All right, so there's that. Now let's go ahead and peel the back off of that. And again, I have to make sure that I have the direction going the right way on this paper. Because I have been known to put stuff in upside down a little too often. All right, so let's see which way is up on this. So this is up, and this is up. Ooh, that is some sticky stuff. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. All right, and now what I want to do is line it up as good as I can with the other paper and try and get about the same amount at the top and the bottom. And that looks pretty good. And I could have brought the other paper all the way over, but it just wasn't quite long enough, so that's why I've done it in two separate pieces. Okay, so there's that. I think that's looking pretty good. Now for my inside pieces, I have them cut at, what did I cut them out? Let me see. I have them cut at 1, 2, 3, 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. And I'm going to round the corners of these. You do not have to, but I'm going to. So let's do this one. All right. And then they will go in there like that. So let's put some tape on them, and then we'll get them glued in, and then we will be done for today. I will actually continue working on this, but it will be a video for tomorrow. So I'll just stop the video and then restart it and work on the other stuff. So that way, because if I were to stop working on the journal right now, I would forget what I was doing. So that's why I'm going to just keep right on working on it, but it will be another video. I'm thinking it may end up being 3 videos, possibly. I'll know tomorrow, or I'll know this afternoon. You guys will know tomorrow. Yeah. All right, so now I just need to put 2 more strips of tape, and I really like this tape from Temu, guys. That is some good score tape, or score type tape, or whatever. Okay, so it's that way. I almost put that one on upside down, guys. I was real close to putting it upside down. I was real close to getting it upside down. All right, 3 more pieces, and then we'll be done with this side. Oh my goodness, guys, this stuff is sticky. I don't know how they got it that sticky, but it is sticky, sticky. Now let's put some glue on it. And I hope I'm staying in screen. I know I'm bad about getting out of screen. All right, which way is up? This way is up. So I could have done a different inside page than what I'd done on the outside, but I just went ahead and done it the same. All right, and let's do this one here. Almost. We're getting close. We're close, guys. Maybe. Don't do that. I almost stuck it to the front cover of the book. Then y'all might would have seen me cry. Well, y'all wouldn't have seen me cry. Y'all would have heard me cry. But y'all almost did hear me cry. All right, so now let's put some glue on this one. And then when we get done putting everything in, we will probably decorate the cover. I don't know. We'll figure out what all we're going to do. Now, what's up? This is up. Okay, so again, I want to try and keep my spacing about the same all the way around. And there we go. Okay. Where is my lid? Let's get my lid. Let's throw this stuff away so I can get it out of the way and I can show you guys what we've got so far. All right, so let's open it up. So I'm just going to very gently kind of do like this where that fold is so that it will fold easily. Because I do not want it to crack. And there we go, that's looking good. And then I need to do the same thing on this side. Just kind of getting about where I think that fold is. I'm just kind of running that over it a little bit. There we go. I'm loving it. Look at that, guys. How pretty is that looking so far? And look how chunky that's going to be. Oh, I love it. Okay, and we'll end up putting some lace right here. I would have liked for that to have come over a little more, but I just didn't cut my papers long enough. That is looking so, so, so good. I'm loving it. All right, guys, I will see you all tomorrow, and we will work on getting some envelopes made for this. Bye, guys.